Hi you guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are sitting down and I'm reviewing a whole new collection. I am super excited to talk about this. So we're just gonna get right into it. But as always, before we get started, I wanna remind you guys, I do have a giveaway going on. So all you have to do to enter is like the video and be commenting down below on my videos letting me know that you're here and you want to win. I'm going to be picking one subscriber to win a $100 shopping spree once the channel reaches 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you're subscribed and we can get there quicker, and then I can give you guys your prize sooner. I am really excited about this. Like I said, I have a whole new collection that we're gonna be trying today from Miss Laura Lee Los Angeles. So she just dropped her Nudie 2 palettes. She also released brushes recently, and there is new liquid lips in there. And I really liked the original Nudie Patootie palette, and you guys have liked all the videos I've done talking about Nudie Patootie and Laura Lee Los Angeles. So I thought I need to get my hands on this collection. I want to share it with you guys, and if you can't tell, I'm already diving into the bag. So the first thing, I got the full bundle collection because the whole collection, I believe I paid right at $150. So not too bad for 2 palettes, a full brush set, and 5 lip products. The first thing is this really nice makeup bag that you get with the brush sets. I love this. It's a beautiful mauve tone. It's got her little Laura Lee logo and then rose gold hardware. This is a really nice bag. I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about it, but it looks like all the brushes can fit right in there. Oh, and like a lot more. Like this is a good size. So that's exciting. Love that. Let's talk brushes. I am, of course, going to be doing my eyeshadow with you guys. If you can't tell, I already have foundation and concealer on. Today, I kind of just want to focus on how these brushes perform and the palettes and the lip products. So that's what we're going to be looking at. This brush set, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 brushes. And it's a good variety of brushes. Let's be real. I didn't need more brushes, but these are too pretty for me to pass up. Oh, this looks like a really nice kabuki brush. These are so soft. Dang it, I should have done my foundation. Really pretty pink wooden handles, rose like coppery hardware, and then super soft bristles. I can't wait to use this one on my face. I actually like to keep brushes in the plastic until I use them because there's no reason to like let it out and let it start getting dirty. So there's that brush, which was the L11, sort of a kabuki brush. I'm just gonna take these all out one by one and kind of show them to you. Oh, this is gonna be a beautiful highlighting brush. This is the L13. Again, super soft, more of a large taper brush. We have got the L14. Ooh, this is pretty, sort of an angled brush. I love these for applying blush, actually. Probably be using that one today. We've got the L12. Ooh, I feel like this is gonna be like my under eye powder brush, which I already applied that, but that's really nice. Or even some like detail contouring. Again, these are all the same like handle and barrel and really soft bristles. This is the L15, which is like I would say this is like a precise highlighting brush to like really get in there. I don't have a brush like this actually, so this is really nice. So those are kind of the face brushes, and then there is 5 eye brushes. So let's go through those. This is the L19, and it is sort of your standard like packing shadow brush. Then we have the L17, which is just a smaller, a little bit thinner version of that. I love using this to do really detailed like highlighting or packing on the inner corner. This is really, really nice for that. This is the L18, which is a nice like tapered blending brush. It's not round all the way though, it's a little bit flat, but I like that. I love that for like blending stuff in the crease. I think this is gonna be the main brush I use today on the eyes. Then we have sort of a pencil-y type brush, which is the L16. Really nice. I like how this feels. Not too dense, and it's soft. It doesn't hurt your under eye. That's nice. And then we have this, which is so unique. I love that she added this. This is the L20. This is a tiny, tiny, tiny detail liner brush. This would be so good for liner. I don't have a cream liner right now. I need to get one so I can try this, but it'd also be good for lip liner or really, really detailed like spot concealing. It's just nice sometimes to have a liner or a brush like this. I wish I had this when I did the video on those neon liners. Maybe I'll play with those again and use this brush because that's what I needed. If you've seen that video, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's all the brushes. Obviously, I'm going to kind of show you them in action while I am doing the makeup. But let's just dive into the palettes. So this collection included the original Nudie Patootie palette, but I already have a full video on that palette where I use it and I talk about it and I give you sort of my first impressions. I'm not going to spend much time talking about it, except to say that I still really like it, and it's a great palette. But if you want to see more of my first impressions or me using it, I'll leave that linked. But the real star of the show is this baby, the Laura Lee Nudie 2. This is much shorter compared to the other one. The original Nudie Patootie palette is actually kind of ginormous, not in a bad way, but this is stunning packaging. I went for like very neutral tones today in honor of this palette. And these are the colors. It's a bit more on the mauve-y, peachy side for nudes, but man, this is pretty. I can't wait to play with this, so we're just gonna get started. Because why not? I don't really have like a look in mind. I think I'm just gonna let it come to me. I'm also not using an eye primer today because I don't have one. But I do have concealer and foundation all over my eyes, so that's sort of acting as my eye primer. I'm going to take the shade Bum, which is like this peachy color, and pop that in my crease to start. This is just as pigmented as I remember the last one being, but super easy to blend out. Like, are you kidding me? That just feathered on in 2 seconds. That's my favorite type of eyeshadow. I have to be honest too, like, I really prefer Laura's formula to some other even higher end brands. I reach for the Nudie Patootie and most likely this palette if it continues to be the same formula, more than I reach for even like the Natasha Denona palette I have and stuff like that. So that kind of gives you an idea of how just nice this formula is. Now I'm going to go into the shade Low Cut and take that in the crease, so just a little bit lower. I want to do something really pretty and in the pinky family today. These two shades are blending together really nicely as well. I really, really like that shade Low Cut. I feel like that's super unique. Let's take a little bit of the shade Patootie and pop that in the crease as well. I'm gonna try and keep that low and sort of just towards the lid. Okay, now I'm going to take the shade Cheeky, which is a really pretty metallic, and pop that on the eyelid. Look at that color. And I believe this is the new formula in the palette. She's got some more like pressed glitters in here. You guys, That is gorgeous. It literally makes my eye look wet. These are some of my favorite types of eyeshadow, is just this like super highly foiled metallic. If I can get a little closer, you can see it's just such a pretty shade. I really, really like this color. Okay, now we are going to go ahead and darken up the crease. I'm just using the same brush because this is kind of how I really do it, if we're being honest. I'm going into the shade Risque, which is, I think, really funny. And we're just kind of patting that into the outer corner. And then I'll lightly kind of buff it around. Like, are you kidding me, Laura? This is so good. Okay, I love this on the eyes. That's really, really pretty. Just for fun, I'm also going to take a little bit of the shade Skimpy and pop that kind of in between the metallic, that's what it looks like, and the dark, just to add sort of a transition shade. That's almost more of a coppery eyeshadow, and so it sort of just melts the really pretty iridescence into the deep Risque shade, and I'll blend all those together again. Okay, that looks great. Now I'm actually going to go, I brought my original Nudie palette in, so once you guys could see the difference between the sizes, and two, because it has this absolutely beautiful shade called Stark, and I really, really, really want to put that in some places to highlight. So I'm going to do that now, and I'm going to take the L17 brush and use it to do that. Okay, so you guys can see how bright that highlight is. Woo! I'm going to kind of blend them together because I don't want it to be like too in your face, but just like a little bit of highlight. And then I will also take that on the inner corners so that we are brightening up the eyes. So, so pretty. And then let's go ahead and grab the pencil brush, which is the L16. And I'm gonna go back into Nudie 2, and I'm gonna take some of these shades on my lower lash line. So I'm gonna start with that shade called Bum, and just begin to have them meet. And kind of mimic what I did on the top. So then we'll go into Low Cut, and then I'll go into just a little bit of Risque on the edge. Okay, perfect. And just to kind of like buff away some of this excess eyeshadow over here, I'm just taking the clean L11 brush and sort of like blending out the eyeshadow, sort of using it as like a magic eraser. And that worked actually really, really nicely. So now we've got like nice clean lines. All right, you guys, the eyes are done, and I just applied some falsies using my favorite velour Line and Go, what is it called? Yeah, Lash and Go liquid liner and glue. And now we need to apply some blush and some highlighter. And of course, I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal brushes. There wasn't one that I really wanted to use for a bronzer, so I just applied that off camera. I'm gonna use the L14, and just apply some blush. No surprises there. This applied the blush really nicely. They're so stinking soft, like I kind of can't get over it. Now I'm gonna go in with the brush L15 to do some highlighting. This is actually a really nice brush because it is soft enough that it's not gonna leave a line, but it's also a precise enough shape that you can get it exactly where you want it. I really like that. It's not too dense, but it's not too flimsy either. Like, I am not a fan brush girl. I hate it. I hate fan brushes, so I need something that's got a little bit of precision, but it is also definitely going to apply the product. That's really nice. Okay, let's move to lips because that's all we got left. And I have not tried any Laura Lee lips, so I'm super excited about this. There are 5 products in this collection. So I think 2 of them are new and 2 of them are some of her older shades. And these are all liquid lipsticks. Let's just go ahead and pull them out and see what we think. Ooh, this is pretty packaging. Okay, this is in the shade Topless. Let me do some swatches because I don't know what shade I want to use either. That's a really pretty shade. It's sort of a middle in between a mauve and like a terracotta. More on the mauve-y side, I should say. I don't want to go too wild with my color descriptions. Next, we have the color Jaybird, which this looks really pretty. This looks like a slightly deeper mauve. It's kind of what the... Yeah, that's like a nice deep mauve. But again, these have a bit of a warm tone to them. So I think they'll be really flattering. Then we have this shade Nakey Nakey, which this is like a nice, cool, looks like a really pretty cool tone nude. I've been looking for a shade of liquid lipstick like this forever. I'm so happy I got this one. I might wear that literally because I'm just so excited that I finally found one that color. Okay, and I think these are the 2 new ones. So this one is in the color Show Off. And it's again sort of like a deep mauve. It's even deeper than Jaybird. That's so pretty. That gets more into like the brick. It's got a hint of like a brick red in there. I like that. That would look really pretty. I might have to pop that one on. And then the very final one. I haven't even told you what these smell like. The very final shade is Skimpy. This looks really pretty too. These smell like vanilla. These smell like cake. Yum. Oh, that's a pretty color. That is Skimpy. Guys, I have no idea what the heck color. I kind of want to mix these two. Like do sort of an ombre lip because I feel like that's very close to the eye look I have going on. So one last time, here's a look at all of the lip colors in this collection. Again, I believe these 2 are new and these 2 are restocks of some fan favorite nudes, but I don't have any liquid lipsticks like these. I can't wait to try them all, but I'm also so excited because I don't have that many liquid lipsticks and I love a good nude lip. So let's try this out. Again, I've never tried her formula either. So I'm really interested to see. They've got some good staying power. I don't really get mad at that from liquid lipsticks though, because like what do you want? Do you want them to stay or do you want them to just like go everywhere? Okay, let's apply Show Off first. I'm gonna kind of put that, I have a little bit of lip mask on. I'm gonna apply that sort of around my lips and then I'll apply a little bit of Skimpy, I think just with my finger like in the center. I can already tell you, I really like this formula. It is a thin liquid lipstick that immediately goes matte. It doesn't feel goopy or gunky. So far it doesn't feel drying. I'll keep you updated on that. It's actually, it doesn't dry immediately either, so it's easy to clean up. Like you saw me get a little bit of gunk in the corner and was not hard at all to fix. I really, really like this shade. I think it matches nicely with the eye look too. And for fun, like I said, because I can't help it. I am just gonna apply a little bit of this to my ring finger and pat it in that way because I don't want to mess of the applicator. That's really pretty. That is such a good lip combo. Okay, you guys, if you haven't tried Laura Lee's liquid lipsticks, you need to. This is 100% just moved into my #1 formula because I can already tell this is on my lips. It's not going anywhere, and it is not drying. Let's see like how smudge proof it is. Maybe just a tiny bit of transfer, but my lips still look perfect. So we love that. Okay, let's wrap this thing up. Let me give you some final thoughts about everything that I got in this collection. Okay, you guys, I have to finish up this video quickly because the sun is setting and I'm gonna be filming in the dark in my living room soon. But I absolutely love this collection. Like, everything is so good. I think it's so worth it if you are looking for Christmas gifts and stuff like that. This is a wonderful, wonderful collection. I love this brush set with the bag. I think this would be such a good gift. These are, I can already tell, probably going to be some of my favorite brushes because they're so soft and very much my aesthetic. Like anything rose gold, I'm probably gonna love it. Let's be real. I already know I love the original Nudie Patootie palette. I'll give you guys just a quick look at it in here so you can see, but slightly larger version of the Nudie 2. It's a little more, I don't know, it's much more on the brown side, I think, than this palette, but this is really, really pretty. And this is 100% one of my new faves. I love the new formula in here. These colors are stunning. They apply so nicely. And I think I'm gonna say it, I think Laura Lee has one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas out there. I just think they blend so well. Really nice if you are a, super talented artist with a lot of experience. You can do some really cool stuff with these. But also if you're a beginner, you don't have to worry about these because they're kind of foolproof. And I love that. These liquid lipsticks, so beautiful. I need to get more of her colors. Now that I know I love this formula, I would really like to get some like fun colors. I know she has like a beautiful bright red, but I think this combo here of Show Off and Skimpy, which is what I have on my lips, I think this is going to be a favorite. Like, I don't know, I just think this is really pretty. And these are so easy to wear. Really, really like that. And yeah, I'm happy for Laura. This is another successful launch. I think, you might have some preconceived thoughts about Laura Lee. She has been in drama in the past, but I feel like recently she's kind of removed herself from that and tried to focus a lot more on her own businesses, and like, good for her. I really like Nudie Patootie the shop. I tried out some of her clothes. If you want to see how I went about doing that and what I got, again, that video will be down below, and that's where I tried the original Nudie Patootie palette as well. But I think these are great makeup products. They would be really good gifts, and they're really affordable if you just want to treat yourself. So let me know if you guys like these kind of videos where I try sort of a new collection and just give you my first impressions. If there's any other launches or brands you want me to do a dedicated video on, let me know, because in my last video, I talked about doing a dedicated drugstore video, and a lot of you guys said yes in the comments, but no one gave me a brand. So in this video, let me know specifically what brand you want me to review next. That is it for me. Thank you guys so much. I will see you again very soon.